Hey everybody, let's start with the essay idea and questions today. So basically what we do is I'm going to give you a question and you have to just tell me what ideas will fit into the particular question. So the idea is, let's say you have an exam the next day and the previous night you just, like go through this video, you will cover minimum 7 to 8 essay questions with all the possible ideas. So that will definitely help you essay preparation. So that's the only intention. So let's start with our first question. Here you go. In the developed world, average life expectancy is increasing. What problem will this cause for individuals and society? Suggest some measures that could be taken to reduce the impact. Okay, can we just talk about this? Take your time, take your own time. Once you're ready, you can click on the chat option on the bottom right, find me and type your answers. I just need a small, like 3-4 words or a small sentence answer. Don't write the complete essay, please. Very good, Ramya. No, Surya. Surya, we are targeting this individuals and for society. Let's talk about these two separately. Excellent, Amna. See, poverty is a generalized thing. Then again, Surya, you need to link it to the individuals, how it affects, then society, how it affects, then poverty is fine. Krishna Gitika, what do you mean by more pollution? I didn't get that word. What problems will this cause for individuals? Talk about individuals. What problems will it cause if everyone starts living for 80 plus or 90 plus? Of course, nobody is dying, man. Medical facilities are good because so average life expectancy has increased. What problem will it cause for the people and for individuals? Excellent, Amna. Both are perfect. No, that's a more of a generalized answer, Krishna. What will happen if population increase? All resources will deplete. That's a more of a generalized answer. Look at the question, life expectancy. Food intake. If people start living for 90 plus, everybody has started living for 90 plus years. What is going to happen? Population increase, yes, Kalyan. So because of population increase, how it will affect individuals and society is the question. See, this is not a question of population increase. This is a question of people living for a longer time. This is not increase in the population. Give it a thought. People who are supposed to usually die by 70s, they're now living till 95. No, Alam. For individuals, they may face more physical illness like arthritis. No, this is not a good idea. For society, it may reduce the social benefit. What do you mean by this? Excellent, Rakesh. Perfect, Suresh. Burden on the government for aged people. Pension, who will pay, man? Correct? Who will pay the pension? Government has to pay. Now, everyone is living for so long after retirement. Government has to keep paying them forever. Correct? So don't just talk about population increase. No. Life expectancy. Give it a thought. This is not exactly population increase. Population increases, like more number of kids are growing in a family. That is an increase in the population. This in a way related, but the question is not about that. Burden on the government. Excellent, Risha. Burden on health system. Aged people would need a lot of health care. And every medicine, everything is being used by them. Where will other individuals go who are at 30, who are at 40, who are at 50? Good point. Pension is a very good point. Pension in the sense, more burden on the government and health system. And what will happen if people start, life expectancy has increased, they're going to work as well. So it will put a burden on the individuals in terms of unemployment. Space crunch for leaving housing rooms, nope, not exactly. So burden on the health system is a problem for a society. Pension, problem for a society in a way. For individuals, you can talk about unemployment, correct? It will have a negative impact on the job for younger individuals. For individuals, elders are dependent on individual and taking care of them is tough. Excellent point. So these are the real things. I'm pretty sure she is going through that. So only when you go through that, you could come up with the perfect idea. These are the real things, right? When someone is living for a very long time, say after 65, they're prone to a lot of problems. But it's still with a lot of medical advancements, they survive. But still taking care of them is so difficult. This is the problem every individual of the family face, to take care of the elderly. A dependent on individual, anyway, let's accept the fact. And taking care of them is little difficult. Real problems. Beautiful, Ramya. So talk about this space crunch. No, don't talk about population. Talk about elderly population. That's exactly the question. Hope you're getting it. How many problems we should write? This I will talk towards the end because I've something today, a person who got 7 with the perfect ideas. I'm going to talk towards the end. For a 7 band, 1 problem for individual, 1 problem for society is more than enough. That means ideally 2 you have to write because the question is for individuals and society. 1 problem for individual, 1 society. At any cost you have to write. But having more problems, let's say I wrote 2 problems for society and 1 problem for individual is always better side. But 1 is more than enough. These 3 are perfectly fine. Any doubts on this? What should not be written? Space crunch. Less resources available for others. Don't write. Space crunch for leaving housing in rooms. Don't write. They will feel more physical pain. Arthritis, not a good idea. Burden on the nation, Akanksha, good one. But yes, I'm pretty sure you would have talked about healthcare system or pension. More competition for living, such as livelihood. No, that's what you're talking. Parvez, you're considering it as overpopulation. This is not overpopulation. It's just elderly are going to stay for a longer time. That's it. Getting it? For individuals who takes care of the elderly, it will be a problem for them. They have to take care and they themselves cannot, be lively, be good on their terms. Whatever they want to do, it's a problem for them. And when average life expectancy is more, the older people are present and older people develop a lot of experience, so a lot of jobs they're going to conquer. As a result, unemployment opportunity, employment opportunities will be very less for few of the individuals. You can definitely talk about it. All right, so suggest some measures. Be careful. Here you write a problem. Don't write a measure that could create this problem. I repeat, whatever the problems you have written here, don't write something of a measure that could again create a problem. I'll give you an example. Job, employment, impact. Correct? It will have an impact on the job of a person. These are the problems. Now, solution. Increase the retirement age. What is going to happen? Let's say, what is going to happen if government increases the retirement age from, let's say, 58 or 60 to 70? Will that be a burden on the government or not a burden on the government? Can you guys answer me, please? Will that be in favor of government or not in favor or against the government? This particular topic. Burden to government. How? This 10 more years, they don't have to pay pension because the person is not yet retired. This 10 more years, they don't have to. It is in favor. Yes, Samandeep. It is good for the government. Increase the retirement age. Another 10 more years, government can just sit. Don't have to look after them. Once they are retired, now government has to do something for them. No pay full salaries. No, because they take the work from them also. No. So this, if you write, increase the retirement age so that it will be less burden for the government to take care of them. But increase the retirement age will again impact job. Pay more attention to what I'm telling you. If you have written job employment impact in the problem, this you cannot give a solution because this may be in favor of less burden on the government, but it will have more impact on the job employment. Correct? So don't write this, but even if you're writing, then have a condition. Increase the retirement age so that it will be less burden on the government, but make sure they're not in the core functionality. They are only the influencers or working as advisors or someone who gives advice, someone who offers advice. In those jobs, keep them. Don't offer them jobs that could actually create unemployment. That point you have to write. Otherwise, these two are contradicting to each other. Any doubts, do let me know. All right, any other solutions? What can be done to reduce the impact of aging population? Medical facilities shall be given to elderly people. No, we have already written burden on the health system. Again, you're going opposite of it. Compulsory health insurance. Beautiful idea. So that government don't have to really, take the burden of it. Excellent idea. I never thought about it, Akanksha. Anyone else? Okay, talk about the normal idea. What usually government will do to benefit from us? It will take more money from us. In other terms, it will do what? It will collect more tax. Beautiful. That's it. Talk about the real things now. What has been happening? What is happening right now? You talk. Earlier, GST was not there. Now GST is there. Nobody can escape. 18%, whatever. If you earn 1 USD, you have to pay. If you earn 1 rupee, 18 paisa you have to pay to the government. Only for the business people. Tax. Increase the tax. There's no other way. Solutions. Perfect, Vikas. Perfect, Sabik. These are enough. Increase the retirement age. Compulsory health insurance. I never thought about it. Good idea. Tax. 1 or 2 solution is more than enough. This is a very good question asked in one of the exams recently. Well, these are the things. This Nida wrote it. She's in Dubai. Old people need more medical facilities and old age benefits. And this age group existence for longer will put a pressure on healthcare systems, which will impact the society. That's a question. Utilization of medical facilities will be largely done by the old age people. As a consequence, young individuals might suffer impact of unemployment among younger generations. One more point, government should pay pension for them for a long time, as long as they are alive. Well, after they died, of course, it will give to the family, but that's not the point here. Government should keep paying pension for them for a long time. That's one of the problems. It's a burden on the government. And then, for example, you can talk about this. Solution. Tax. Make a rule not to exceed more than 1 kid in a family. Can anyone tell me why it's a wrong idea? I want people to talk. If you want to talk, I can unmute. Let's make it more interactive. Very good, Parvez. This is a population control idea. The question is not population control. The question is about how the impact of age old can be reduced. This will not reduce. This will reduce when this kid becomes grandfather. When this kid, after 70 years, then this will be applicable. This will not be immediately applicable. So this is a bad idea. Reduce the retirement age to 50. Can we take it? This will be a burden on the government. Please don't try it. You will have your own ideas for this. This is a very wrong idea. Please take my suggestion. Don't write this. Reduce to 50 so that everyone else will get the job. No, this will create more burden on the government. Increase the retirement age, but give the position as influencer or someone who offers advice only, not to the core functionality, so that employment is still there and these people just act as influencers. This you can write. Otherwise, tax is enough. Apart from tax, you can also talk about health insurance. That's a very good point. And you can increase the retirement age. But make sure that employment rate is not affected because of this. Any doubts? A little tricky question. Even if you miss any of the points and talk about crunch, space crunch, not able to live in a proper place, lot of people and all, gone case. You might end up getting 5.5 if you take the question wrong. The question is about older population, average life expectancy. Be very careful. Any doubts, let me know. If no doubts, we're going to the next most difficult question. I think, yes. Okay, take your time. I'll give you 1 minute. I want someone to explain me the question, that's all. Forget about the answer. Because that's where we go wrong, reading skills. Give preference to each and every keyword. I repeat, give preference to each and every progress, preserving tradition. Leave this, which you think is more important, forget it. I want someone to explain me the question. Let me see who wants to do it. 1 minute starts now. Anybody? This is a very easy question. Who wants to explain me the question? I don't need ideas. Can someone there? If you say yes, I'm going to unmute you. Anybody? I'm going to pick out the names now. How about Amna? Akanksha, you want to talk, Akanksha? Let's have a discussion. Okay, 1 second, Parvez. If Akanksha says yes, I'm going to give it to her. Akanksha, waiting for you. No, yes? Yes. She is a brave woman. You can unmute, Akanksha.
Hi, Nicole. Hope you're doing well. Hi, hope you're doing well. Yes, I think question is talking about one set of people who believes in progressive nature. That is, they are very open to changes.
What changes?
Like people are coming out of culture, as in they are coming out of that regressive thinking of people, I guess. This is what I believe.
Very good. You are correct only. Now I want an example. So some think, no, we have to preserve the tradition. So can you?
Like, for example, in India, if we talk about child marriages, now people are becoming progressive. And most of our generation believe that it is not good for our society. On the other hand, in some states, we see they are believing in preserving our customs. Like, they believe child marriages are good. And another example, you can talk about dowry.
Okay, 1 second. Let's go step by step. Okay, I may have told beautiful idea. It may still be a bad idea. How many of you think the question is talking about this? Yes, no. Is the question talking about this? Ramesh says no, Akanksha. How about others? Krishna Gitika says yes. Parvez also says no. Others? Amandeep says yes. Kalyan says yes. Karthik says no. Surya says no. Ansuya says yes. Someone says, I'm confused.
Even I'm confused now.
Everyone is confused, but there's a beautiful keyword there. The keyword is this. See, progress could be anything, but progress with respect to what they have given as Akanksha explained very clearly. See, some people believe that progress is always good. What is your opinion? Now you talk about anything, I don't mind. Progress, man, technically, I mean that mobile devices or technical advancements, that, these, whatever you want, you can write. But the question is not that. Others believe preserving tradition. Progress is always good. You don't have to preserve the traditional customs. Others believe, no, progress should not be made. Tradition is very, very important. And Akanksha, which do you think is more important? Did you mute by any chance? Yeah, you can unmute again, please. Sorry. Yeah.
Yes, I think progressive nature is quite good for our society.
Okay, let's talk about child marriage. And can you prove why progress is good?
Because right, we can see there are many consequences of child marriages. Like, it is not safe for girls, as if we talk about health context, then it is not at all safe. Like, children lack maturity, and hence there are a number of divorce cases which are increasing, and also it leads to domestic violence also.
Precise. And you write that I challenge why you can't get it. It's a precise point. But now, Akanksha, same question to you. Can you think of any other tradition where you think progress is good? Forget about child marriage. Any other tradition, Hindu tradition or wherever the tradition, this tradition is being followed, but that is bad. Progression is good. Can you think of?
I think then, let me think.
Think. Others can also tell me. Excellent, Ramya. Okay, earlier, medical advancements, were they really good? Yes, they were really good, but they were restricted to some herbs and some spices, right? So using this, they used to treat. But was this capable of treating everything? No. So in that way, if you want to write progress is good, yes, in a way, earlier medical system was not very successful in curbing all the diseases. Plague came, a lot of people died. Spanish flu came, a lot of people died. And now Corona came. So traditional medicines wouldn't work. So if you just think of being, like in our customs, in our tradition and keep following it blindly, it may not yield good results. Progress is actually good. Wherein in medical field, we advanced and prepared vaccines. Back in, I think, 18th century, chickenpox, smallpox. From there, you can start, which was not possible with the help of our traditional system. That is one of the ideas you can talk about. So far, any doubts, let me know, because this topic is very big. I'm going to continue on this by saying tradition is good. We will talk in just a while, but hope you people understood what the question is about. Simply, you cannot put, take tourists and, advancements, technical advancements. No, talk about tradition and then contrast. Tradition, old traditions are good, but no, we don't need to have that. We need to move ahead. We need some progression. Progression is nothing but what has replaced that tradition. That's a progression.
And what about gender equality? If we say
beautiful, beautiful. That would be my point here. I will show the screen. Beautiful. Earlier, only men used to go out and work. Women were restricted to four walls. That's a tradition, actually.
Types.
Exactly. Now that is not correct because women is equally capable of doing it. And she can contribute a lot of things. Perfect, Akanksha. So those things are asked. It may not be the tradition what we Indians have, a Hindu tradition. It could be whatever the tradition, but talk about your tradition and say why progression is good. Okay, Akanksha, same question to you. Can you think of other way around? Why do you think tradition is important? We don't need to progress. Any examples? Anybody? Since you're unmuted, I'm just asking you. Others can also type.
Let me think again.
Okay, you can think and type there. Thanks much for your inputs. Yeah. Okay. Hope you got it. Let me go step by step. If this question comes, it's one of the easiest questions. You just have to talk about tradition. This was our tradition and we made progress, which is good. This was our tradition. We made progress. It's not good. We should have, stick back to our tradition. Any ideas? Excellent, Krishna. Trisha, continue. That's a very generic term, Krishna, but I want you to go more deeper and talk about a small thing about it. I don't want to say the name for others. Think about some traditional practice which you think that's a very good practice, man. I think we have moved very forward. Okay, I'll just show you the cake I was eating while I muted, and I don't have a spoon. I'm using it with my fingers. Well, my tradition says use it with a hand. Well, it has a lot of benefits. Spoon, of course, that's a progression. Well, can I talk about it? Definitely, yes. Who is stopping you? Earlier, people, even now, sometimes I sit down on the floor and eat. Well, the progression is what? Sitting on a dining table. Isn't it so? Talk about real stuff. You will get marks. Talk about real stuff. If you want to say the opposite, saying tradition is good, eat with your hands. You can take about food and talk. Sitting on the floor and eating was our tradition, but now we have progress, which is actually not good. When you sit on the floor and eat, it has a lot of benefits. Naming ceremony traditions with family, no, Suresh. Early to bed, early to rise was a tradition which was good, but now we have made a progress. In what, Sobek? Not very clear. What progress we have made there? Should talk about a progression which is very, convenient. Tradition of having healthy homemade food. No, homemade food was not a tradition. Tradition is some ritual, some custom. Some custom as in some belief, some practice. Late night parties. No, that's not a progress is something that has happened good for you. All right. But yes, I hope the question is clear for a lot of people. Yes or no? Now the question is very clear. Yoga was our tradition, but now we have moved to Zumba. What is that? Some Zumba fitness that this. Well, I'm not a person who comment on that, but this was way better. This is more relaxing to the mind. You can talk, definitely, yes. It was our tradition, yes. So these things, let's go step by step. For progress is always good. Child marriages, whatever Akanksha told, I have written. I still doubt if she sneaked into the PPT while I was writing, because exact point, very good. Child marriage, which was once used as a weapon to protect child from sexual abuse or sexual violence. But it took away the freedom to live the life, costed their entire life. So we have to move towards free marriage. High hopes on traditional herbs acting as a medicine, but without the progress, we could not have possibly cracked chickenpox, smallpox, corona, Spanish flu. What is that medicine? That vaccine we take, polio. In the 20th century, it just took control over the entire world. With just traditional medicines, it wouldn't have been possible to tackle down the issue. So progress has been made and it's very good. These 2 points you can definitely write. Women were bound to 4 walls, deprived of their freedom. But with the progress, women are given an opportunity. Well, they deserve it. And you talk more about it. You talk about a tradition and talk what progression has been made. Don't talk about home food, junk food. Is this fine? Is this clear? Any doubts on 3 points? Any 2 you write, more than enough. Even if you want to say progress is not really good. Sitting on the floor and eating, man, improves your health, mental health, digestion. Worshipping animals, snakes. That's beautiful tradition. Stops you from killing snakes. One of the ideas you can definitely write. Or any tradition you take and you think is good, you write it there. And say progress has been made here, it's not good. Sitting on the floor eating with your own hands with versus eating with a spoon. You're sure of your hands. You're not sure about the spoon, whether it is cleaned or not, but you're sure about your hands. And there are a lot of theories to it. Eating with the hands is actually good. Can I write it? Definitely yes. But whatever you write, it should be with respect to tradition versus what has been done to take that tradition away. Only that is the progression to take the tradition away. Only these things you have to write. Simply progress means progress. I will talk about that progress, this progress. We are good in aviation industry. We have flights, we're going to Mars. No, no marks given. Tradition is nothing but any practice religiously followed in a particular culture. Krishna. Religious practice was a tradition. Our custom was a tradition. Tradition is any practice. It could be religious practice, or it could be sitting on the floor and eating, a habitual practice, which was followed for years together, which has been handed over from generation to generation. That's a tradition. Okay. Any doubts? Well, this topic has been on the list for a very long time. A lot of essays. I ended up giving 5.5 to people, whoever have written this. So this is what you are supposed to write. Any doubts, do let me know. No doubts? How about intermittent fasting? Definitely, Trisha, you can definitely write that. But now also progress we have made to this already. So it will be difficult for you to actually prove it. Intermittent fasting, now also we're doing it. Earlier we're doing it on every full moon day or new moon day, I think. Ekadashi they call 11th day. Or now also we are again doing it. We're moving back again. I don't know how you justify it, that this progress. But yes, that's a good point too. Not eating food during eclipse time. Yes, you can write that, Ayush. Definitely yes. Anything that has been followed religiously, followed properly in our ancient times was a tradition. And now the progress has been made, which is good or not is what you're supposed to write. All right. Hope it is clear. You can just take down these points and write, you will definitely get marks. These three are enough. If you're going on the opposite direction, these two are enough. Women covered their faces with sari or the burqa. It's now changing. Definitely you can write, Rakesh. You can definitely write about that. The progress has been made. You think it is good, then you talk about why the progress is good. They should be given the freedom. Definitely you can write. It's a part of the tradition. Yes. Okay. Very simple topic. Film actors, celebrities. They provide view in public about the topic which are not related to films or a sports celebrity. He talks about politics, which is not related to sports at all. Is it a bad thing or a good thing? And I want people to talk about why it's a bad thing. Gita perfect. So the Gitika perfect. It's a bad thing because a wrong influence, in case their opinion is not right, will have an impact on the youth. Listen, they're celebrities, they're actors, they're seen on big screens, and there are a lot of fan followers. People would blindly believe them, and they should not talk about a topic which they don't have much experience on, because a wrong thing can, devastate, can actually bring a lot of bad things out. Yes, Trisha, good idea. Perfect, Mahwish. I think I'm pronouncing your name correctly, Mahvish. Bad thing, okay, let's put this across. As people follow them blindly, and if they don't have full knowledge, there will be consequences. Also, as half knowledge is dangerous. Another idea, everyone has written this idea. One more idea, please. Okay, Suresh tries to bring unique idea, which I'm not able to consider if it is correct or not. Can anybody help me out with this? Is this a correct idea to be taken into? Perfect, Ramya. Even Ramya also agrees with the same thing. I've taken your essay only, Saubik. And I've given 7 for you, remember? Good one, Nikat. Good one, Kalyan. Amandip, good one. Another idea. Another idea can be this. One idea is this. Other idea can be, it can create chaos sometimes. You never know. One bad thing they spill out in public about about a famous politician. They just spilled out a bad thing because they don't know much about it. It can create chaos. With the same thing, you can continue because you don't have much idea on this, but this is also fine. It's a bad thing as public may claim these established actors are doing for the sake of money. It would be a bad thing for them also is what you can write. See, nothing has been written. Is it a good, bad thing for them or a nation? I think by default, we assumed it's for the nation, correct? Nothing has been given. So it's a bad thing for them also is what Suresh has written. You can definitely take that in the next paragraph. If the question is good thing, yes, a lot of actors and celebrities, a lot of fan base, whatever they say, people will believe. So let them say a very good thing about a topic, let's say women education, child marriages. Let them talk and they can influence. They can be very good influencers. In that way, you can write good thing, Krishna. Okay. Very good, Amna. Yes, correct. Not exactly, Krishna. That's what I told you. It could, yeah, it could actually make a difference. It could actually make a difference. So they have less knowledge on a topic, which can lead to wrong interpretation of the subject. It can cause a dip in their fame. It's a bad thing for them. Now we will write it's a wrong hypothesis on any sensitive matter can cause disaster among civilization. It's a bad thing for the nation. A lot of fan base, they tend to believe whatever these people say. As a result, these people can influence the nation negatively, and it can have a bad impact on their profession as well. Yes, Karthik, please join. Yes, Trisha, it's bad for them too, as it can put their hard work and fame at stake. Exactly. That's what Saubik has written. I think I straight away gave him 7 the other day. These two are totally fine. First, you consider for the nation, or first you consider for themselves, for celebrities. Then you talk about the nation. Good thing, same thing. You can talk about them. Talk about any topic, child marriages or women education, women empowerment. And when these people say, well, fans actually believe, and they can be very good influencers. One wrong thing they say, because they don't have a very grip, the complete grip on the topic, they may just devastate, they may create chaos. It's very easy to write good thing or a bad thing, but when it is given or, you cannot write. In some cases it is good, in some cases it is bad. Please don't say that. Some consider it as a bad thing and some consider it as a good thing. What is your opinion? Now you can write whatever you want. My opinion is, well, in some cases it's a good thing and in some cases it's a bad thing. If they're not asking what is your opinion, if they've given something like this and asking your opinion, you are supposed to choose one of them. not both. Be very careful. Any doubts? All right. We go to the next one. This is our Parvez topic. Let's say we agree. Parents, teachers, we will talk next. Do you agree? Yes, I agree. Why you agree is what you should say. Why do you think traditional customs are less popular than in the past? Think and answer. Very good point, Krishna Gitika. Precise point. Excellent, Ayush. I didn't get you, Parvez. Old-fashioned to many means perfect because globalization. More importantly, it's Western influence. Okay, I am looking for one more idea. It's a beautiful idea because of which our customs are going down day by day. No, Shavik. Why they're opting for a change, Nikat? That should be your base idea. Because people are opting for a change. No, that's not an idea. That's a conclusion. Why they are opting for a change? Okay, there's one more idea. Can you guys try? For this question, this is what the idea is. Influence, westernization. Apart from that, excellent, Trisha. You're all trying for it already. Why you guys are taking irons? So that you can forget your traditional customs, correct? Why? Immigration. That's one of the major reasons why the traditional customs are less popular than in the past. Many are going abroad in search of jobs and they get accustomed to different customs very easily. Change the lifestyle, dressing, thought process, the way of living. Let's accept the fact, it's okay. Advancement in technology. How do you link advancements in technology to traditional customs? Akanksha. Daud, welcome back. Capitalism. Okay, do you agree, disagree? Yes, I agree. One is you can talk about globalization. Everything is available everywhere. So it's easy for us to have an access on the new things. As a result, we tend less towards customs. Westernization or influence on the Western culture and immigration. These 3 points, kindly write, or any take 2 of them, like westernization and immigration. 2 are enough. People are following celebrities and models. That fine? No, that will come under Western influence, Rakesh. For example, then you can talk about it. Traditional customs or routines are not comfortable and tough to follow. Okay, we will talk about it. I have got that. Is it really tough, Ramya? Okay, we will come back to this. What can parents and teachers do about this? Good one, Krishna. But talk individually. Parents, what can do? What teachers can do? Don't mix. Never mix. Talk separately. Harlevlin, people stopped wearing conventional clothes. What do you mean by that? They stopped wearing, is it? Not a very good idea, Akanksha. People are busy in their phones. They don't have time to follow the customs. Not a very good idea. What can parents do? Don't step out of the house. Forget about country. You can't go to other country. Yes, Suresh. Teachers can conduct cultural sessions to elevate the importance. Perfect. Excellent, Vikas. Perfect. How do you acknowledge? My wish. How do you do that is the question. How? Parents should celebrate the festivals, forgetting about immigration, forgetting about IELTS or PTA exam, so that children can actually learn the importance. Correct, Risha. Parents should first follow the customs, and children will automatically learn. Parents should explain the importance, entice children towards practicing culture by celebrating it, maintain traditional custom at home, teacher teach importance of cultural events. Perfect, Savik. Perfect, Surya Lakshmi. Perfect, Madhu. The same thing I have written. Well, Ramya, let's come to this in just a while. Globalization, influence of Asianization, immigration. But as Ramya told, it is tough to follow. It's so time consuming to learn. Can you really take it? Oh, Archana is right there. It can be anything, Archana. What can be done? That's all. Parents should forget about the values and ask children to follow the Westernization. Is also your opinion. You can talk about it. But since you said agree for the first point, yes, I agree that this is what it is. Then you talk about how to improve it. Hope you got it, Archana. Globalization, everything is available in every corner of the country. You have more things than you actually have. So automatically you will be influenced with a lot of new things. It's the same thing. Influence of Westernization through globalization, immigration. It is so time consuming to learn. I suggest avoid writing it. Not a very good idea. All right, Ramya. It's fine, but yes, it is time consuming. It is tough to follow, but I suggest avoid because there are better ideas. What parents and teachers, you can write anything. Bedtime stories by parents on tradition can really have a good impact. Anyone thought about this? Well, I thought about it because that's what my grandmom used to do. Teachers can ask students to do a research on certain topics and present it to the class. Homework. Will contribute some marks to your exam. If they say all children will do, they'll ask their parents. And what parents will do? Parents will ask their parents. Because nowadays parents also don't know. No, just kidding. All right. Any doubts on this? We got one more question. This question was asked for Nishant. And hope you know Nishant got overall 8 the other day. And he got 7 writing, not 8. I'm also going to demonstrate why he got writing 7 and not 8. In some cities, historical buildings are demolished. Hope it was clear, right? The previous one. Any doubts, so let me know. Very good point, Krishna. The two Krishna, this is Krishna G, I guess. All right. What is your opinion? My opinion is yes, they have to be demolished and replaced by new housing. Why? Excellent, Krishna. No, Rami, let's talk about why we have to demolish them. Because we get better ideas. Trisha, could you continue? Ansuya, very good point. I wish Nishant thought about it. He would have got 8. Trisha, I want you to paraphrase it. What do you mean by better facilities? Surya, what do you mean by advanced features? Good one, Savik. Rakesh, because of the trend. Nope. What do you mean by that? Good one, Archana. That's what repairing is expensive, Archana. It is covered. Maintenance cost. I wish Nishant got it. He would have got overall 9. Excellent, Amandip. Beautiful point. Solution is not asked, Kalyan. Perfect, Parvez. Good, Ramya. And that's exactly what Nishant wrote. He got 7. But we ourselves have given 8 to him for most of his essay. At least, I don't know about Meenakshi, I have given more than 4 or 5 essays, 8 bands to him. I was expecting really 8, but okay, we'll talk about why he got a 7 this time. Security purpose, good one, Nikant. If you go with that, should be saved, you will get very less points, Suresh. Well, you can try that as well. So I thought we'll go with why it is good to demolish them. Can make it more appealing. No, Alam, don't write that. Historical buildings are really appealing. I suggest don't write it. There are better ideas. Excellent. Safety. That's what. Because they may collapse any point of time. You never know who built it, what material has been used there, when was it done. Correct? Yes, Madhu. Perfect. Vulnerable and prone to collapse. Perfect, Parvez. Safety. Burj Khalifa is not historical building, by the way. Excellent, Ayush. More spacious in the same plot size because of modern designs. Very good point. Okay, because a good point actually. But can anyone talk about this? Someone wrote better facilities. I think we can talk about this now because thanks, Vikas. Historical buildings didn't have a lift, didn't have elevator, and a lot of other things. But now when we replace with the new housing, we can actually save space and accommodate more people and have a lift or something and build one top of the other and save space and have more facilities, something like, is this what people told? Water facility, better facilities? You can write. So now we got so many topics, so many points. Repairing is very expensive. Correct. That is maintenance cost. Maintaining them is huge. Better facility. You write what you think will have a better facility when you renovate. Advanced technology that this, because of which you will use less space and accommodate more houses, modern designs, energy efficient. Excellent, Trisha. Supports a lot of things. Historical building do not support a lot of things. You can think about it. To resolve house scarcity, then this will definitely help. And safety of the people, these buildings may collapse. So we got so many 4 ideas. And I think if Nishant had written these 4, he would have got 8. He just wrote 2 ideas. So this lack of, see, he's good for a 7 or 7.5. But for 8, they really expect people to write 350 words. Because your 8 means you're capable of adding a precise opinion. His opinion is based on just 2 ideas. Old buildings could be unsafe and it's prudent to demolish them in a controlled environment and replace with residential complex. This is what he sent me. I have just copy pasted the same thing. Because of urbanization, there's a growing scarcity of accommodation in cities. Hence, it makes sense to replace historical buildings, which are mostly inhospitable and with livable constructions to provide shelters. It's not exactly more points, more words, more band. All I'm talking about is, yes, you have to follow the structure, everything perfectly. If you want 7, just one idea will still work. If you want 8, this may not always work, provided these 2 are the best ideas you've given. I don't think these 2 are the best ideas he has given. He could have talked about repairing, maintenance issues, and he could have continued talking here a lot of things, which he restricted himself to just one thing, scarcity. Here, unsafe. He could have talked little more, which could have meant that he's actually a candidate for 8. He is not very descriptive. He has just, beyond a restriction. He has just restricted his thoughts to just 2 ideas. And unsafe, and he has only talked about it. Here, scarcity of accommodation. And probably he wouldn't have talked more on it. Better facilities, better things. You could have saved space with advanced technology and accommodate more people. Those things you wouldn't have told. It's just scarcity of accommodation. So demolish them and build. So that the idea is precise. So he got 7, but if he had written a little more on it, perhaps you could have got 8 with, where is that? These 4 points. How to manage time while writing. What could be the reason for not being able to complete within 40 minutes? The first thing is you're not sure about the idea. This itself needs 5 minutes. For some, this itself takes 10 minutes. For some, this takes 0 minute and they write half of the essay, 20 minutes done. Then they get to know something wrong with the idea. The 20 minutes wasted. Second thing, you get the right idea and you start writing, but you're not sure how to, implement them. One main idea, justification you're not getting. Basically, you're not able to get that flow. So how to manage this? Write every day. Nakul, I know this, Nakul, but there is no other alternative. Otherwise, I would have told you. Write every day. I think long time back, I used to write a lot of blogs. You can still check them. It's called Prisoner of I, Prisoner of I @wordpress.com. I used to write a lot of blogs. In the beginning, it used to take more than a week for me to finish one blog. But probably after 3 or 4 months, I was just finishing them within 40 minutes or 50 minutes or max 1 hour. It's a practice. It's the passion. You keep doing it. Your mind adapts to it. Now 40 minutes is a very big thing. Correct? This 40 minutes decides your life. What if it was 30 minutes? Letter writing, 20 minutes, this 30, 50 minutes, if they had given, you still would have done it the same way as you're doing. It's all about how you convince your mind. 40 minutes could be a very big time for you, or could be a very short time for you, sorry. But you're now accustomed to 40 minutes, so you're thinking it's so big. You try writing in 35 minutes, 40 minutes could be nothing. It's a practice. Keep writing, keep writing. Any tip, if possible, to understand if you're the right track and idea, make more mistakes. Take some, let's say 40, 50 essays, or at least 30 essays you write and send us. You would have done a lot of mistakes. That's where you become more mature. See, maturity comes with the age. I mean, everyone knows that. So you have to make mistakes. Why it comes with the age? Because with the age, you make a lot of mistakes to become more mature. Now, the same thing has to be followed here as well. You write and send, write and send, write and send. Make enough mistakes so that you grow stronger. You would be in a position to understand whether my idea is correct or not. You tend to become more mature. That exactly has happened for me as well. That has happened for Meenakshi as well. We also started from nil, from none. Slowly, getting to know. Same things you have to follow. There is no shortcut. I'm exam in 5 days. I've got 6.5. Tell me how to get 7. No, there is no shortcut. You have to make mistakes and learn. Fine. I think that's all for today. Any doubts you have, do let me know. So henceforth also we'll keep doing this probably for another 1 month. I'll keep doing this. Essay ideas. Which test is better? Computer test or paper-based? Both are the same. Computer-based advantage is writing. You can type and click backspace and finish it off, erase. But in paper-based, you have to write in pencil, erase. That will be a little tedious. But computer-based, if you're not good at typing, listening module will be difficult to crack because they give you only 40 seconds in the end. While you listen to the audio, you should type correctly and write the answer. If you're good at typing, then go with computer-based. If you're not good at typing, then listening could be a problem in the computer-based. So go with paper-based. Letter writing is there are already videos shared now. You just go through them, you'll understand. Inside writing 2.letter writing, must watch videos. There are some 7 to 8 videos. You should be able to get it. Fine, guys, we will park it here. Thanks much for your time. A very happy Diwali too. Thursday, the class will happen the same way. If you're available, please attend. Otherwise, you'll get the recording. If you get a topic in test on which we don't have any idea how to handle it, you can't handle it. A very straightforward answer. I know I might be hurting your ego, but if you don't know anything about it, you can't do it. So that's what. So choose as many difficult questions as you can while you are with us and send us. Read books, read newspapers, get in touch with the general knowledge. So you would know a lot of things. Okay, fine, guys. Thanks much for it. Take care. Bye-bye.